They really snog Pete Doherty in a toilet. No, it was a long time ago. Don't tell my mum. Oh, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. A long time ago. It might not have been him. It's hard to remember. We can both say that, right? What a nice day. What a nice day it is. Sergia's saying it was him. She's a fucking idiot. I keep telling her it wasn't Pete. Right, the sun's out. Sun's out, bum's out, mate. Frog, I was watching a frog last night in the pond, guarding his old clutch of eggs. I was thinking about turfing these ones over into the other pond. But they seem to have sunk. So I haven't done it. And I fed him a worm. I got up at midnight and fed him a worm. I don't know if he ate it though. I just felt like doing it. It's me, not to the worms. Do you know, I was really good. Yes, stop going on about Nutkins. I'm saving loads of worms. I was so good. I hardly threw any on the garden yesterday when I was trawling through the worm bin. But I did throw 2 or 3, and then I threw 2 chopped ones onto the garage roof that I absolutely chopped when I was digging through here. So I said sorry and threw them to the sky. It's true. I don't know really. I've had breakfast. I've got to go and do something today. I was thinking about the zinnia. I'm wondering if they're just duff leaves. I mean seeds. They sometimes think I'm food even. But these might be them. Come on, keep trying. What else is going on? Well, that's going. That old barley stuff. What's it called again? Borage. My borage porridge. I'm wondering, do you know what, I'm panicking already that we're going to have a heat wave like 76, whenever it was, and all my plants are going to die, and I'm going to have to drag these things down again and pave over this. And what am I going to do with everything? Shove them all down the side and cover them up with, what? Tablecloths. And those old lace blankets I've got everywhere. Hurry up and get those water butts. Sully's gone. I'm sure he's gone to Pensthorpe. I woke up thinking about it this morning. Why do I think there and not Cly? He's a city bird probably. And it's kind of nice there. They treat him properly. I don't know. They might not have gone to Pensthorpe. He might just be going a tour. They breed at Pensthorpe. Well, they breed at Clay as well, don't they? Cly. He might remind me of home. He might be able to smell. We could probably smell him in both places actually. Want to have a girlfriend and some babies. I could tell that yesterday when he was feeding her. I wondered when he came the other day if it was one of his chicks from last year that he brought to visit, like magpies do. But I think it was his new bee. It's the one that chased him into the house. I know. He's definitely henpecked. He showed her the prime feeding spots. That's why she came. But it was cute watching the other day as well, because he let her eat first. He stood back and they were just chatting. And then he came and have a little bit afterwards. And then yesterday he just took a bit. They weren't fighting and scrapping over it. They were really well mannered. People have got a completely wrong idea about seagulls. They just have to be nice to them. I should call him Richard Herring. I don't want to call him Richard Herring. He's Stephen Seagull. They're all called that. I just called Port Sullivan. Because, well, do you know, I was going on to my son the other day about the seagull in Nemo. I'm sure he was called Sully, and he argued and said, no, Sully was the monster in Monsters, Inc., which I know as well, but I'm sure he was called Sully, and more. That's why I called him that anyway, but I probably got it wrong, but it doesn't really matter, does it, because that's why. And Nate's his girlfriend, or partner, his new mate. I just felt dragging that through the hay. Again. I just fancy doing it. Oh yeah, I covered these up last night. The flax seeds, in case there was so many snails out in the garden last night. So many. Hundreds of them. I haven't seen that many fish. I've not actually been out looking. But I was half expecting to come and find the blackbird was probably up early, wasn't it? Going around all the pecking them all up. There might be a thrush around. I find what are they called? Shells all over the place. Thinking, it's a sodding snail, but they're empty, so they'll be hopefully out in force, gobbling them all up. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I covered these flats up. I don't know if snails will eat anything with this old meat packet. But that was the best thing I could find to fit down this gap. So, as opposed to those bottle things, which I've taken off this morning, so what? The ground doesn't, well, they don't rot, to be honest, but I might cover them up again if what? If it gets too hot and keep some of the moisture in the ground. Mulch, everything. When? What with? Christ's sake, that all compost in the bin. Well, that's a Sunday job, isn't it? Anything. Bits of old stick. All bugs will get in it. Yeah, I know. I'll find something there, won't I? Loads of stuff. Just chop down all my trees. Kill all the natural barriers. I was thinking, this is managed to creep through from next door again. I don't know if that's a clematis actually. That looks a bit like a passion flower leaf. What is it? I thought they cut it down because I started to train it for the fence before, but they've done some stuff. But I've noticed the bits poked. Oh, it's budding. Damn, my disappointment. With a weird variegated pattern on it. To, natural barriers. I reckon this should be okay because it grows into the ground so it's under the compost bin. I'd be surprised all the leaves will drop off it. Well, it's going to be a scorcher. Prime. Ice poles all around them. The freezers are all going to break down. We'll have to lay under wet towels and dream of air conditioning. It'll snap. There'll be a massive storm. In the summer, it'll be so good. And all the plants will grow again. We'll have a really cold winter and it'll just be like the 70s and the weather will be back to normal. And we can thank what? Nuclear disaster. There'll be polar bears roaming the Acle Strait. It'll be brilliant. It'll be so nice. They'll just come in for what? For a look around. To eat all them seals, probably. The overpopulation. It's going to be so good. So good. Honestly, I promise. Trust me. I've never got one thing damn wrong yet. I'm going to have this cup of tea. Think about what to get on in the way of clues. And I've got to go and... I don't know what I've got to do. Some other stuff anyway. Some other grown-up things. I don't know what the relevance of Coleus is at the moment, but I started thinking about it yesterday. Is it one of them things that's gone into space and been, or has it been found at like sites in specific places? Because I was talking to someone in the street the other day. I think I might have mentioned it on the internet. About evolution basically, and how, say, people can't work out how dogs have come from wolves, but they have made that jump, etc. And I was talking about, say, I don't get the words wrong, but like chemical composition of different places. Like, is it uranium in like Yellowstone Park naturally that they different places they mine different things anyway, and there's different what's the word, nuances in nature, so different things and their effects in different ways, because radiation does affect how things form and develop, as does I think things like syphilis and viruses do as well. And if Coleus had come from one of those sites, but I was thinking because it's coal, it's like constellation. Oh, it's not. It's something else. Collision, US. I can't remember. There was some relevance to it anyway. I can't quite get to the bottom of it in my mind. coleus. It's nothing to do with that. Well, do you know what? I came from a different time, a different place. My rocks have been talking to me again in the night. My Stephen Hawking rocks, my radio system. Don't trust the damn thing they say. Well, I don't. I'm just, I'm using it as a point of what? Reference. I'm gonna do this cup of tea, and then I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm just waiting to see what happens. What's that singing? I know it's a blackbird, is it? I think it's a blackbird, isn't it? They got red squirrels at Penswell. They did have, didn't they? He was raised there as a chick. I don't know. Had his beak clipped. Can you imagine that? Well, no, I just think he might have his beak clipped somewhere, but not there particularly. That's why it's now got a thing on his bottom beak, like a pin thing, which I presume is not wearing properly. I noticed that. It didn't have that last year, not like that anyway. So that's continued to grow. If I got hold of him, I could file that off. If he'd flown into the house again, like it's just that pigeon. Don't do that, it's his antennae. It's his antennae, don't clip it off. Right. Could have been anyone. Absolutely anyone.